Big, heavy and slow are usually the three adjectives which are clubbed together to describe an SUV, but I have to let go of the last one because the Tata Safari Storm V400 is anything but slow with 400 Nm of torque on tap. What a punchy mid-range, I must admit, and that's an immediate reaction as I took our long-termer out for its first outing to the crowded streets of Mumbai. Not the best place to test the mettle of what is a traditional body-on-frame SUV, with our tester being a 4x4 model. A familiar-looking vehicle by all means of imagination. The outer shell of the Tata Safari has remained the same, with minor Botox injections keeping things fresh as the years go by. When Tata went from TATA to Storm in 2012, the vanishing act of the tailgate-mounted spare wheel was a big setback for Safari owners, and although time makes things grow on I still miss that macho-ness of the rear. Disappointingly enough, there is nothing to tell apart the V400 from the regular Safari, unless you glance hard on the front fenders. Some hints of the performance of this car should be visually striking, at least a different design of the alloy wheels or a hood scoop Tata does offer as part of its accessories pack. Step inside and the familiarity to the Safari V320 is so striking that you have to pinch yourself to remind you that underneath that long hood lies much more twisting force. V400 badges on the inside might be too cheesy, but the cabin has some sort of charm which only grows on you with time. Plain, simple and yet elegant, the Safari's interior doesn't scream for attention, but it has the bare necessities which make driving easy, like the nice to hold steering wheel with ergonomically placed audio controls to the AC, which, although not climate control, and ouch thought at this price point, is supremely functional. The Tata Safari Storm has been a hot favorite of ours for its driving feel. No other SUV gives us the feel that a Safari does, and thus we all want to get behind the wheel of this ladder frame SUV. I remember going to a Tata dealership more than 10 years ago to test drive the Safari TATA 2.2, which in its top spectrum was equipped with LCD screens in the middle row and a refrigerator in the last row. It also had a reversing camera, which sadly today's Safari doesn't get, not even as an option. But the V400 isn't about fancy gizmos, it's about raw power. Being the torquiest SUV in its segment, the Tata Safari Storm V400 is not only fast but also furious. Be a bit aggressive with the throttle and it wheel spins. You read that? Right, a 2-ton, 4-cylinder SUV spinning its rear wheels on tarmac. There is so good amount of punch that doing overtakes on the highway is a cakewalk. Simply downshift and voila, you leave the world behind. Stretch the legs of this beast and will go well past 160 km/h, but the charm isn't to ride fast, it's to cruise at 120 km/h and know that if you need the added punch, the V400 motor will deliver it to you on a platter. All that weight obviously results in a lot of body roll, but that's fine because you make that a part of you. Take a corner hard. Firstly, why would you when you are sitting on the second floor? And the tires won't disappoint with the terrific grip levels. The steering, too, is well weighed at speed but a bit heavy at low speeds, making you take genuine effort while parking. One of the reasons why I have skipped the gym since the time the car has arrived. Okay, no excuses, but driving the Safari in the city is akin to a workout. Only thing is, unlike the gym, this one is quite fun. The Tata Safari Storm might not make much sense when the more modern Hexa has been launched, but we were driving both these cars back to back recently and I would still opt for the Safari as it is more fun to drive in his immense character. Sure, it could do with more features, especially a reverse camera, given its huge dimensions, but in all honesty, there is not much I would like to change about the V400. It's fast, fun and go off-road without a second though, and that is one of the reasons why I always wanted to quit on Monday mornings.